All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Civic Center. Jacob Toby alongside my partner, Dion Amati. We've got a lot of basketball today. It's the third day of our tournament here, the Shrine Tournament, the 39th edition, so a lot of years, a lot of history in this tournament. The Oktaha Tigers coming in to face the Quinton Savages. You've watched a lot of basketball over the last couple days. It's been a fun weekend for us. Yeah, it has been. I mean, we got to come to Muskogee and see some terrific players and some terrific teams put on some strong performances. Sad that it's ending today, bittersweet, but I'm guessing that trend is going to continue. We're going to see some great matchups here tonight. We talked to both head coaches before the game, Kia Holmes for Oktaha and Darren Harbour for Quinton. Their keys to the game, sir. Yeah, they talked about some different things. Most of it was about protecting the basketball. That was mentioned on both sides of these two opponents. The other thing was play hard and play aggressive. They want to do good things on defense. Be consistent with their play as well. No ups and downs, no ebbs and flows. Be consistent about what you do, and also fly around on defense. That seemed to be the key of last night's performance for all these teams that played on this court. So fly around defensively, get some good stops, and hopefully come away with a win. All righty, we're underway. Day 3 of the Shrine Tournament. 39th edition. Oktaha starts off, they're in white. Quinton in green, and a travel right off the bat. A big fan support. I think it's the boys basketball team right behind us. I see that crowd mic is going to get used tonight. And we're going to get a foul called right in front of us here at the booth. They're just trying to get everybody involved early in this game this morning. It's going to go against Gracie Penley, and I don't believe we have a public address announcer tonight, so that's going to be even more fun for us to figure out the fouls. So stay with us. I think maybe the public address announcer didn't hear his alarm this morning. Oh, I see him actually just sat down, so he is here. Hooray. Hooray. He's come. Mackenzie Monroe dumped it inside. Airy for 3, can't hit. Ball tapped out of bounds. And Oktaha will take possession. They come in to this game 1-8. Kia Holmes, their head coach. Quinton 1-7. 1-0 in their conference. Coached by Darren Harbour. Carrie Ashing. Sloan to Penley. She can't connect on a 3. And ball goes out of bounds off of Quinton. And you can see there's a big size advantage for Oktaha. I mean, you can tell the post players kind of tower over the Quinton players, but we'll see if that's something that they decide to take advantage of. Penley. Down low to Walters. Back to Fuel. She hits the jumper. That's a good job. Ball rotation, movement, and finding the open man and taking the shot when you can get it. Pressure from Oktaha. They get the turnover. Penley, for a second, lost it out of bounds, but it's off of Quinton. Just underway here at the Civic Center. 2-0 lead for Oktaha. Fuel dumping it inside. Walters puts it down. That's a nice job taking advantage of your post player. Height advantage going to the way of Oktaha, with Walters. Check out the replay right here. You can see, good job as the post player, never bringing the ball down, just going straight up. Felicia Ari couldn't hit on the inside. Back the other way come the Tigers. Penley missing from downtown. Offensive rebound by Sloan. She can't put it up, but Walters does. She's got 4 early points. Hartman over midcourt. Into the corner. Wilson from way downtown. She switches for 3. And that's a big-time shot. One of the players that was mentioned earlier in this game when we talked to their head coach, making sure that we know that she, number 12, needs to be a ball player for this Quinton team if they want to stay in this game. Take a look at that Nice swish.
From Wilson over there. Good form, ball in front of her, and she puts it up, and it goes right in.
Walters down low again. She's got 6 points. Wilson double teamed in the corner.
And they call a jump ball. And that's exactly, you hear the boys screaming from behind trying to coach up these girl team right now. You can't dribble that ball in the corner in that 3-2 defense right there.
Morgan Morris is checked in for Oktaha. Inside, Field puts it down.
And that's a great move over there on the post. Fields with the nice shake, shimmy, and goes with the fadeaway jumper, and it hits it.
Quinton will take a timeout. So a 10-3 lead for Oktaha in the early going. Again, Oktaha coming in 1-8 on the year. The Tigers struggling, a young team, but certainly has some promise. And then Quinton coming in 1-7. So both teams only 1 win on the year. So this tournament important for growth in the coming weeks.
Yeah, and in tournaments like this where you get the opportunity to get more reps, get more practice, and play more games. I mean, the better you play comes in hand with how much you play. And so the fact that even though you're not in the championship bracket, the consolation bracket still allows you to get some games under your belt and get better as a team.
And how cool, the Quinton Savages. I mean, that's a great name,
That's
isn't
a great name. If I wouldn't want my high school to be named anything, it'd be the Savages.
Hartman was double teamed, trapped in the corner. Kate passes it in. She gets it right back. Camry Kate driving with the right hand. Pushed away. Thought about a 3. Passes down low. Murray can't hit. Jump ball.
And although they didn't connect right there and they didn't get any points, I like their half-court offense. They're rotating the ball. They're keeping the ball in their ball handlers' hands. They're finding a way to get inside the paint and get some post moves working there. They did not make the basket, but still, it's going to pay dividends later on in the game.
Ashing went to go inside. It's picked up by Morris, and ball still on the floor. Morris still has it. Got it out. Got it to Fuel, who hits.
Hey, how you doing, Phil? She's right into the booth.
I mean, can we
there.
take a look at her jump shot? But also, I'd love a replay of me just swatting that ball back.
I mean, it seemed like you were the post player in that position.
I was. I was ready for it.
Rejection by Jacob.
Miller went to go inside to Murray. Easy 2.
And that's a great job by Murray, catching the ball in traffic and then going straight up with it strong.
Penley, deep 3. Comes in, grabs her own rebound, and that's something that not a lot of kids do these days, is grab their own rebound. And coming in for the and 1 was Morris.
And because of that offensive rebound, they get the point and a 3-point opportunity. And I don't know why that doesn't happen more often. I mean, you as a shooter, you know once it leaves your hand, you know if you feel good about it or if you don't. So go in and crash the boards. If you take a negative and turn it into a positive.
You ever thought about being a coach, Dion?
You know, I think about it. But then
You're giving great words of wisdom.
But then you'd miss me over here on the sideline calling games.
I'm just kidding. I would. I would. I really would. Maya Allen coming in for Oktaha. And a foul will be called. Ashing called for the foul. (14-5) lead for Oktaha. Oktaha started this season 0-3.
And just a hard pass over there by number 30. Kate can't really hang on to it, and Oktaha gets the ball on the turnover.
Lots of double teams from the Savages right now on defense.
Great ball rotation by Oktaha, though.
Penley driving and set away Murray. But an offensive rebound by the Tigers.
And a hard foul right there by number 33 for Quinton Riley Miller. And it's just a situation where she was going for the steal, didn't see the player in her way. Morgan Morris was the player that went down, but she's up and she looks good.
Turnover by Oktaha. Back the other way. Monroe to the wing. Williams thinking shot all the way. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's off of Oktaha. 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. Wilson thought about it. Gets it back. Swings it. Monroe fouled. And she'll get 3 free throws.
And you know the cardinal rule, Jacob. You cannot foul a three-point shooter. Cardinal sin right there. Number 22 for Quinton goes to the line.
Monroe misses the first 5'2" sophomore. Looking for her first points today.
You know, those first free throws early in the morning, they kind of get you, they kind of catch you off guard. Got to really warm up right there. See if she can hit the third.
Just like us on the broadcast, first early morning. Morgan Newman and Elena Wyatt checking in for Oktaha. Second free throw from Monroe is good. 14-7. Allen to the corner. Quinton playing some good defense. It's more so the offense that has struggled.
And that's the thing. One thing I want you to watch throughout this ball game is the ball rotation from Oktaha. They do a great job. You don't see many dribbles here. Look at the ball move. Everybody finding their spots. You get in a jam, dribble out of it, then find the open man, and then they wait. They wait until the perfect opportunity to take the shot.
Fuel to the corner. Allen guarded tightly by Wilson. Ball goes out of bounds off of Quinton.
And that's just great defense by Quinton to cause a turnover. They couldn't find any easy baskets, and they're forced to make something happen, and that force is a turnover.
Coming over, almost stealing the ball was Penley. She goes flying out of bounds.
Watch out for the camera, Quinley.
Very active. And I'm sure Kia Holmes, head coach for Oktaha, loves to see her players on the floor.
Effort.
Quinton doing a nice job of breaking the press. Kate going up to Murray, and she's fouled.
And Murray's been playing strong in the post. Every time she goes there, she goes straight for the basket, whether a player's there or not. Those things early in the game translate to easy buckets, either easy buckets or fouls. And it helps later on in the game, especially if your team and your starters are in foul trouble.
Murray can't hit the first. Again, not really sure why there's no PA right now. The guy that did it yesterday and the day before is there. Maybe the mic's not working. Not sure.
Technical difficulties. But that's all right. They have us.
Both free throws miss. Penalty fouled. Trying to dribble down the sideline. Monroe with the foul. And she'll get subbed out. Trinity Hartman coming back in. Walters, 8 points.
And Walters is just good at finding her spots and not hesitating when she gets there.
Murray again. She got her spot, she just missed the shot.
And it's pretty hard when that great defense is being played over there by number 14, Walters.
Too many steps taken by Morgan Newman.
That's caused by that great defense of Quinton right there.
Referees for today's game, Sheldon Mack, Mike DeVault. Talking to them before the game, they are happy to be working today.
Yeah, for a morning crew, they were pretty lively.
They were. You're right. Penley looking for options. Fuel, in and out.
And that was one of the few misses that we've seen from Fuel.
Murray gathers, connects. Just can't hit, but she'll get to the line once more. I believe that foul was against Fuel.
And number 31, Aubrey Murray, has really been the offense for this Quinton Ball Club early in the game. She struggled from the free throw line, though, but if she gets that going, Oktaha could find themselves in a little bit of trouble.
She's 0 for 3 right now from the free throw line. 16-7 lead for the Lady Tigers. 0 for 4 now from the free throw line is Aubrey Murray. That'll cost you down the stretch. 40 seconds left to go first quarter. Elena Wyatt in. She can't hit after a nice pass came from Penley.
And that's a good block by number 20, Grace Williams over there. They got behind that 3-2 defense. Snuck a player right back there, but good job by Williams coming back fast and getting a hand in her face and blocking the ball. Fuel decides to go away from the glass on that attempt at that corner shot that she's been hitting so frequently.
Kate down low, ball came out. Ari still has it. Kate says, I'll take a 3. That's a little bit short.
And she takes that NBA 3 right there.
A lot of people taking the NBA 3s in this tournament. Penley blocked. And that'll end the first quarter, a 16-7 lead.
And that's a great block right there by Hartman, finishing off the quarter with some great defense the way they started it.
So again, a 16-7 lead. Keep it locked in at Bravado Wireless. We'll take a short break. Be right back.
No place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Back here at the Civic Center in Muskogee, 16-7 lead for Oktaha. Jacob Toby alongside Dion Amade. Thanks for tuning in to Bravado Wireless.
And as you hear the boys team back there, yes, we are out here. But it's been a good first quarter for this Oktaha team. They've been doing some good things offensively, but I'm impressed by Quinton's defense. They're staying tough. Although they're down what seems to be 9 points, if they just get the offense going with that defense playing the way it is, they could find themselves back in this ball game quickly.
Kate thought about a deep 3. Ari will get to the line.
You know, Kate's been hitting at that deep 3 all of the first quarter. She's only had one attempt, though, So I'm looking to see maybe let her get going over there. If you don't try and take those shots unless you're accustomed to taking them. So the pump fakes are working, allowing her to get to the lane, but I want to see her take a couple more of those and help this Quinton team get back in the game.
You talked about the offense for Quinton. It's a little bit stale right now, but they've got the crowd support to surely bring them back in this game.
Yeah,
I mean, listen to that.
If we make this a close ball game, they could really, with the crowd that's here, they could probably tear the roof off this thing early this morning.
Walters and Ashing have checked back in for Oktaha.
Got a little bit extra breather over there after the first quarter break.
Ball movement, Hartman can't hit the three, but it will stay to the Savages. And off the hands of Fuel.
I like that half-court offense. Good ball rotation right there. Nice set play. Just couldn't hit from the three-point line.
Ari can't hit. Quinton trying the long-range option, but it's not working out so far.
And you knew that's one of the things that they were going to have to go to eventually. The only person getting it done in the paint is Aubrey Murray, and she's on the bench right now. So the perimeter shot's going to have to get knocked down if they're going to stay in this offensively.
How about Fuel? 8 points so far. Ari short on the three. Penley falls down. Gets it to Fuel, though. They'll swing it to the other side. Morris, but it will go off of Quinton.
And I like the way the refs are calling the game right now. They're not calling any ticky-tack stuff. They're letting these girls play it out and figure it out on their own.
Walters can't hit. Gets an offensive rebound. Ball still alive. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball. Will stay with the Tigers.
That's a good effort by Camry Kate just to see the loose ball on the floor and dive on it.
Morris connects on a three.
No hesitation by Morris right there. Saw the open spot, took it as soon as it got in her hands.
Ball movement from Quinton. Wilson can't connect. Nice defense.
Nice hands by Madison Daniels.
Kate went up and lost it. This offense really struggling right now.
They're going to have to find, and as I say, they're going to have to find an option offensively. Number 31, Aubrey Murray, checks back into the ball game.
On the floor, the ball again. Bodies flying. Jump ball to the Savages this time. I believe, by my count, that's the fourth jump ball already.
And that's a good hands over there by number 13, Trina Day Hartman. Does a good job as the Oktaha player is crashing the lane. She pokes the ball out and causes a jump ball situation.
Ashing pressuring on defense. Taps the ball out of bounds, but it will stay with Quinton. 5:27 to go, 21-8 the lead for Oktaha. Game moving pretty fast. And an immediate foul against Ashing. That's her third. And it will be a one-on-one situation.
And you see all those fouls with Murray crashing the boards early in the first quarter has put this Quinton team in the bonus right now. So they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way here in the first half.
Madison Daniels can't hit from the free throw line. That's another struggle that the Savages have had, is their free throw shooting.
Yeah, and they call that foul on Aubrey Murray, and that's her first. I talked to the Quinton head coach. He said they'll go 9 deep on the bench, so they got a lot of players to get in the rotation and get going, so they have the depth to stay in this ball game. They just got to get the scoring going.
That foul on Rindo Wilson. Fuel will get to the free throw line. She's got 8 points so far. 8 points for Fuel and 8 points for Walters for the Tigers to lead the way.
And she hits the first one. See that excellent view from the rim cam.
On Friday night, we did not, or rather Thursday night, we did not have good luck with that cam and free throw shooting.
It didn't get any better Friday night, I can tell you that.
Miller swinging it around for Murray. Thought about dribbling, she'll pass it. Great defense here from Oktaha. And a 1-and-1. Foul will be on Gracie Penley. That's her second foul. Murray at the line, can't hit again, 0 for 5.
And that's got to be the difference in this game right now, from Quinton staying in it and making it a game.
Hartman. And coming up with a steal is Fuel. But coming right back to play some defense was Camry Kate. Speedy guard. Hartman fires a 3. It's short. Ball out of bounds. It'll go to Oktaha, but it honestly looked like Fuel touched it out of bounds.
And you see and hear the crowd's displeasure.
They have a point, but nevertheless.
But the refs are our friends, so we agree with everything they say.
That wouldn't be a journalistic approach, now would it? Penley. Fuel offensive rebound. I believe I just heard the mic for the PA system go for a check, so maybe we'll get some PA. Caton Sloan coming in, and there it is, that beautiful voice.
Yes, he decides to join us this morning.
Corner 3, won't roll in for Penley. And a timeout for Oktaha. They are up 23-8, and some upcoming events on Bravado Wireless. It'll be Eastern at Seminole State, January 17th. Make sure to check into that broadcast. Then the Checkato Crossroads Classic, January 24th to the 26th. Connors State at Seminole State, January 28th. Then the weekly talk show, the Bravado Buzz, will stream on February 1st. Then Murray State at Eastern, February 4th. So a lot coming up on Bravado. Thanks for tuning in. Jacob Toby alongside Dion Amade, former OSU safety. Knows some basketball as well. And it would be wrong of me to never mention your OSU Cowboys taking on West Virginia today.
Yes, very excited.
In Morgantown.
Very excited about the matchup. A road game for the Cowboys. So I'm going to be checking and keeping a close eye on that one.
Believe it's an 11:30 tip. We'll watch out for that. Kate gets it over half court. Wilson thought about a 3. Back to Kate. NBA 3 is good.
From deep.
And finally, Quinton connects on a 3.
And I told you, that was one of the things she kept pump faking and crashing the lane. This time she connects and she hits, and the crowd loves it.
Fuel to the rack, count it, and a foul.
And she gets the old-fashioned three-point attempt right there with the foul and the basket.
Foul is on Murray. That's her second. I had two written down. The PA said one. He corrected himself.
I noticed they got this nifty device up there.
They do.
And it shows the player and the foul. So I've been using that all week.
Fuel converts the three-point play. 13 points to lead the game in the first half.
And Oktaha sets up with the trap defense. And that right there was a great play by Fuel to sneak in behind and get the loose ball and create almost a turnover, but she knocks it out of bounds. But that can be easily solved by communication, okay? Number 30, who's taking the three-point attempt right now, Kate, was right there to communicate to her teammate, hey, there's a player behind you, and she just didn't get it done.
Allen can't finish. Ball will go to Quinton, but Carly Fuel for Oktaha all over the place right now. 13 points, playing defense. Number 12 in white. Watch out for her. Almost bats that pass down. Monroe blocked.
And that's a great block by Maya Allen. That's the second since she's entered the ball game.
Penley is fouled. Also a speedy guard as well, the sophomore.
I wonder how many that is over there for number 30, Kate.
I believe that was on Monroe. That's her third personal foul. So to the line, Gracie Penley, starter in this game, hits the first free throw. That's her first point. 27-11 the lead, with 2:32 left to go in the first half. Second free throw, no good.
They set up that trap defense once again. Good job by Kate finding an outlet.
Stolen by Penley. Keeps with it. She's going 1-on-4. Penley can't get the floater to go. And a foul will be called against Elena Wyatt. It's her second personal. Cameron Kate at the line. One-on-one situation, can't hit. I mean, I would say that's the number one reason why Quinton offense has not been going, is their free throw shooting as Penley gets to the rack again. Kate breaking full court pressure by herself.
Good job with the little hezzy over there on the outside, but then another turnover for the Quinton offense.
Penley gets the screen. Skip pass to Penley. Can't bank home the three. Offensive rebound. Fuel. .120 left to go in the first half. Players on the floor again. Penley underneath. Fuel. And she took too many steps.
She tries to use her body to shield away the defender, and when she does that, that back foot slides, and the referee sees it, calls it, and it's going the other way.
Quinton does a nice job of breaking the pressure. They have really not had any issues with that. And
not at all.
most of that thanks to Kate. Daniels can't hit for three. And looks to be Wilson who will get to the line. Referee Sheldon Mack and Mike DeVault trying to figure out who's going to go handle the free throw and who's going to handle the foul. Foul's on Kaiten Sloan. That's her first. Wilson puts it in.
And we find someone who makes some free throws.
Morris will check back in, and Penley will sit down, likely for the remaining 38, or rather 58 seconds. Second free throw from Wilson is good.
So that streak of free throw shots being missed have been broken.
Sloan got it stolen from her. Then Camry Kate diving on the floor, along with Carly Fuel. Gracie Watson checking in. And Sloan will sit down. Morgan Newman with the jump shot, no good. 33 seconds to go in the first half. Kate, another three. And she is firing from anywhere.
And that's more than beyond the arc right there. Three-point range and a little bit outside of it.
Morris to answer. She can't. 3 seconds to go. Quinton with the ball. 1 second left. And that'll end the first half. The Oktaha Lady Tigers 29 and the Quinton Savages 16.
As you take a look at that three-point shot from Caton, that's something that they're going to need a lot more of in the second half if they're going to want to get back into this ball game. Although the defense of Oktaha was pretty aggressive, they ran that trap in the second quarter that seemed like it didn't have any effect on Quinton. But I like Oktaha's performance here. I mean, it's very, very aggressive. They took full advantage of their height advantage, which was something that you knew was going to take place, and then great ball rotation. Quinton's got a lot of work to do to get back in it.
29-16, Quinton trails Oktaha. We'll take a short break. Be right back with the third and fourth quarters coming up here on Bravado Wireless.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold, go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless, we believe in the power of connection.
All right, third quarter just getting underway, 29-16 in favor of Oktaha. Thanks for tuning in to Bravado Wireless. Jacob Toby alongside Dion Amade. And a missed three by Penley. That's how we start this third quarter. Carly Fuel with 15 first half points to lead Oktaha. Wilson. Missed three by Kate, goes out of bounds.
And she's talking to the coach. Coach does like the shot selection, letting her know that you got to take those things, especially where they are in the game right now, down 13 points.
Sloan turning, looking to the corner. Penley got her own miss with the ball on the ground. I mean, even though Quinton is down, their energy is not lost at all. They keep diving on the floor. They keep going after loose balls.
And it's something you like to see as the head coach. I mean, hustle and effort from your team.
Kate comes up with a steal, 2-on-1. She'll just keep it herself, and she can't hit.
Kind of found herself in that awkward position underneath the basket. But she helps create that turnover right there defensively, and it's going the other way.
Went off the hands of Fuel. She couldn't receive the pass.
And these Quinton players are going to have to understand they're not getting many open looks. So when you do, you have to take the shot. Right there, number 0, Ari, was open from the three-point line, decides to pass it back in. I think you got to, especially down 13 points, you got to take and pull the trigger when you can.
A 30-second timeout, 29-16 lead for Oktaha. Coming up today at 11:30 in the small school boys bracket, it's McCurtain versus Oktaha. That's our next game.
And if we could go over the keys one more time before we get this opening in the break. We mentioned Oktaha was mentioning they wanted to play hard and guard very well. They've done that in the first half, and they also wanted to put the ball on the go. And that's something that you always ask for as a head coach. They got that done very effectively in the first half. And then on defense for Quinton, they wanted to fly around and play hard and then protect the ball. They've done both of those things, in my opinion. They just haven't scored with the rock in their hand.
Underneath, and a late foul call. Penley will get to the line.
And Ari gets her first foul of the evening. And Penley makes that first free throw. Take a look over here at the rim cam as she misses the second.
Ari back the other way. Went to go to Kate.
Penley with a nice deflection. Almost creates the turnover.
Monroe, nice crossover to her left, but she falls down.
And it was a nice cross, but she couldn't stay on her feet. That would have been a nice one to look back on.
Fuel looking to take it all by herself. She'll actually pass it off to Penley, who missed the layup. And an offensive foul.
And that's just unfortunate and rare to see from Kate. A little bit of a lazy pass there on the inbound, causing that turnover. But she did a good job. She didn't stop and wait and pout. She ran down back and got back on defense and kind of helped create that missed layup over there for Oktaha.
Williams stops it from going in the backcourt. Ashling guarding. Coming up was Fuel for a second. Couldn't get the steal. Deep three for Monroe is good.
And a good job by number 24, Quinton, Grace Williams, to see the open shooter and get her the ball.
Penley will get to the line once more.
And good job by Penley just getting at the post, making a move, and then going up strong with the foul. Right here you see the three. So look at Williams. She penetrates, then kicks it back out. And number 22, that is Monroe, hits the three.
Aubrey Murray now has 3 personal fouls. Wilson will come out. In comes Trinity Hartman. Monroe back the other way. 31-19. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in to Bravado Wireless. Jacob Toby alongside Dion Amade.
And that was a nice little runner over there by number 22, Monroe. It just doesn't go. I like how aggressive Monroe's been in this second half. Hit that last three. She penetrated and tried to hit the floater right there. They need more of that from this Quinton team.
7 points now for Penley. It's been Penley and Fuel. Oh, Kate almost thought about that three.
And the fact that she's proved that she can make it forces this Oktaha defense to come out on her, and it should create some open passing lanes for the offense.
Ashing, Sloan to the corner, and guess who scores? It's Penley.
Good job shooting with confidence.
Looks to be an offensive foul on Murray. That's her 4th personal foul.
As you look at the replay right there, Penley putting up the three-point shot.
Yeah, Murray has to come out. She's got 3 personal fouls.
And that's a nice block by Williams.
Jump ball again.
No,
Quinton will take it.
I think he called a foul over there.
Oh, he did. You're right.
It's a hold on number 14, I believe, and that would be her first. And that's Riley Walters. And she'll exit the game. So will Kate.
Kate's got the 2 deep threes. Brings energy as a point guard. 5'1" sophomore will take a rest. Quinton trying to work its way back into this ball game. Monroe showing off the handle for a second. Williams up and under, scoops it in.
And that's a nice move by Williams. She shows a little shake, then she goes underneath the arm of the defender.
Nice defense from Quinton. Miller will bring it up. Head coach Darren Harbor calling out a play for Thunder. Monroe for 3. Quinton would have liked to see that go down.
Ref.
Daniels. Miller. 14-footer, no good.
And although Miller didn't make that, it was still good to see her take that attempt. They got to make and take these shots when they're open.
Second personal for Felicia Ari. 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. A 15-point lead. Nice cut, down low, Wyatt.
And that was beautiful right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You saw Fuel see her from her backside. Peripheral vision, excellent pass, and she scores.
Daniels got it taken away from her. Back the other way. Missed shot by Wyatt. Ball on the floor again. 3 players in there.
And Fuel will take a seat as she exits the game with most of the offensive production for this team. Would have really loved to see Monroe pull up right there for 3.
Why not, right?
I thought she was going to attempt it.
Ari.
And just too hard of a pass for Ari, and Williams can't handle it.
Penley taking it hard to the rack. She'll get back to the free throw line.
Check out the replay. As you see, just nice move by Williams is with the up and under. They need a lot more of that the rest of the way.
That's the third personal on Ari. Penley can't hit the first, so 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. Kensley Blankenship has checked in, and I had to ask
always
head coach Darren Harbor, as soon as we met up with him before the game, I said, is Kensley Blankenship related to Owasso football head coach Bill Blankenship? And he said, no, that's a very common last name. But I had to check, that family's got some great genes in sports.
Yeah, it's always a question I think of too when I see a Blankenship. I was like, huh, is it any relation to Owasso's head coach?
Timeout taken by Oktaha. We'll take it to 38-21 lead for the Lady Tigers.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Back here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, the Civic Center, home of the 39th edition of the Shrine Classic. Jacob Toby alongside Dion Amade. 38-21 lead, 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Oktaha taking control. Lob pass down low to Highfill. Penley taking it with a floater, rattles it home. 12 points for Penley tonight.
Yeah, she's really been doing a lot of the offensive scoring in the second half for Oktaha.
Kate in the corner, guarded by Penley. That's a matchup you like to see. And Kate turns it over. Pass to Penley. She didn't even see it. She fires one anyway. Almost put it down.
It looked good from here.
It looked great. hit the net, but not the rim. That'll end the third quarter. 40-21, the lead for Oktaha. We'll take another short break and be right back with the fourth. Stay with us here on Bravado Wireless.
Are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
A 40-21 lead for Oktaha. Jacob Toby alongside former OSU safety and now basketball analyst Dion Amade. I mean, this has been a spectacular performance by head coach Kia Holmes and her Oktaha Tigers.
Yeah, they've taken advantage of their height down low, and they've been very effective from the outside when they've taken the opportunity. Defensively, they've been all over Quinton, doing a fine job with that 3-2 defense, and very great. I've been truly impressed with the ball rotation. Look for that to continue here in the fourth quarter so they can seal this one.
All right, we're back. Camry Kate. Dribbling. Floater is good.
And that's great, great individual ball movement over there by Kate. Showing one way, rotating and going the other, and seeing an open lane and hitting that floater that those point guards love to hit.
Fuel lost it for a moment, but it goes off of the Savages.
And that's great active hands by Ari. That was one block in that possession, and she also helped tip that ball away, but it rolled out of bounds.
Morris couldn't hit the floater.
You see more of what I was just talking about. Great ball rotation by this Oktaha team, but even better defense by Quinton and what they're doing down there with the zone defense.
That basket will not count.
Yeah, referee instructing the girls, you can't block out on an inbounds pass. Exactly what you saw right there.
Foul on Wyatt. That's her third personal foul. Miller ran into her own teammate Wilson, falls down, and that's called a travel.
And that's a good job by number 0 over there, Maya Allen, just not allowing the screen to be something that affects her defensive play, and because of it, it's a travel on Quinton.
Nice cut down low, Wyatt.
Good job by number 0 over there, Ari, as she comes backside and helps block the shot.
I mean, at this point, with approaching 6 minutes left to go in the ball game, as a corner 3 from Williams is no good, is it time to start just putting up some deep shots and hoping to hit some threes?
That's exactly what I'm thinking, and I feel like you just read my mind as
Miller does exactly that. That's what they need, 40-26. I mean, Quinton's had good looks all night long. They just haven't connected to answer.
And all those, that's out of bounds over there on Quinton. That's a good job by Kate just being active. As you check out this replay over here by Miller, doing her best Reggie Miller impersonation.
Nicely done, sir.
From the top of the key.
Nicely done.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional.
Oh, don't go that far. One of our referees, Mike DeVault, a little smile on his face.
He's happy to be here this morning. I think we all are. As we take a slight pause in action
pause
to tie the shoes. We haven't done a sneaker check yet, have we, this morning?
Nope. I'm okay with it.
You know, haven't seen any shoes. I'm not mad at those Kyries, though. Number 22's rocking down there.
Williams is fouled underneath. She'll get to the line. And head coach Kia Holmes saying, don't let her get so deep in the zone.
Yeah, you can't let that happen. Easy baskets come down there. As Williams makes her first free throw. Oh, look at those Kobe's down there. That's beautiful. All white. You can never go wrong with all white, Jacob. If I haven't taught you anything today, remember that. Can never go wrong with all white.
Interesting. Fueler. Corner three. Off from Penley. Offensive rebound number 1. Offensive rebound number 2 will stay on this end.
They call the foul on the floor.
Rinda Wilson call for the foul.
That'd be her second of the morning. I almost said evening right there. We got to keep.
Hey, you said we got to watch that.
Yeah.
Penley. And look at that offensive rebound by Walters.
And they're just killing them on the offensive boards. I've mentioned it time and time again. This height advantage for Oktaha has been the difference in a lot of these scoring attempts.
Three-pointer off the mark from Wilson. And time starting to run out on the Quinton Lady Savages. Walters.
That's a good, strong move by Walters. She posts up, she pivots, and she goes up strong. Even with the contact, wasn't enough to deny her the basket.
Foul's going to be against Aubrey Murray. That's her 5th personal foul. She has fouled out.
With 4 minutes left in the game, and they're in the bonus now.
And we talked about head coach Kia Holmes and what she's done with this program. She also is the head varsity softball coach.
Yeah, she mentioned that to us early this morning when we had our conversation with her, and she said, sometimes I get the numbers confused because these guys are different numbers on the softball field, so it's pretty much the same girls that when the season ends, they stay together and they just go right to softball.
Monroe a swish. Coming up at 11:30, small boys side of the bracket. McCurtain taking on Oktaha boys. Then at 1 p.m., the girls side of the small bracket. Haskell taking on McCurtain for the 3rd place game. At 4:30, again, the small girls. Kansas taking on Red Oak. At 6 p.m., it's the small boys bracket. Haskell taking on Kansas in the championship game. 7:30, large school girls, Eastern Central versus Fort Gibson. And then to cap it off, the large school boys, 9 o'clock, OKC Southeast, who you saw last night, versus Fort Gibson.
Yeah, and that one should be a good one right there, that Southeast Fort Gibson matchup for the championship.
Lots of basketball here on Bravado Wireless, so stay tuned. We've got you covered all day long here at the Shrine Tournament, 39th edition. Penley, short. Kate thinking all the way, and she's swatted by Penley.
Yeah, Kate was thinking all the way, but Penley had other ideas for where that basket was going to go.
Monroe can't hit.
And you see they're trying to slow things down now as they got a comfortable lead, trying to take some time off the clock.
How about unlimited data? $40 a month for Bravado Wireless.
That is something.
You got to check them out.
Woo, that's a deal that you can't pass up right there.
You hear that, boys? $40. Get your cell phones on there. Quinton boys sitting behind us all game long, keeping us entertained.
Been great fans.
They have.
Very, very active and cheerful, encouraging these lady Savages.
They're playing at Fort Gibson at 1 o'clock versus Red Oak.
And a deep three from number 30 for the Quinton Savages. That's Camry Kate. And check out the replay right here as you can see the ball rotation. Kate deep beyond the NBA line and hits the three.
Why not chuck it up, Cameron Kate? She's got 11 points. Let's take a short break.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Back here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, 44-32, 222 rather, left to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Tigers have this one in control, but a couple threes by Quinton. There's a little chance for the Savages to come back in this one if they don't give up any more buckets. Boys team making some noise behind us.
Trying to help out these Quinton Savages.
And no shot clock, so you really just have to dribble it out at this point, unless you want to foul.
And they're doing a good job rotating the ball.
They're going to start to foul. That'll go against Monroe. That's her fourth personal foul.
But you're definitely right about that. No shot clock right here in this tournament. And so all they have to do is really keep the ball out of the grasp of Quinton, and they could go home with the win. And it shouldn't be too hard to do with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the game. And with dismay of the Quinton Savages, she makes the free throw, and then another turnover right there.
No comment. I mean, look at this. Oktaha lining up in a stack formation. Still got to work on some stuff here.
Hey, man, we said this tournament time is time for practice and to get better. You can't get better without reps. And
perfect
they do a
inbounds
nice
play.
And it's a block from Miller, but they call it a foul. And number 20, Carly Ashing, will go back to the free throw line.
Foul against Rindo Wilson. Ashing back to the line.
She makes the first of 2.
Off the ball foul on Highfill. That'll bring Camry Kate to the line. 5'1" sophomore, has 11 points tonight.
Hit some big threes throughout the game.
Quinton trying to put on the trap.
And they call a foul on Miller. That'll be her 3rd of the game.
Penley's a very talented player. She had a good night tonight.
Oh, good morning.
Wow, I did it, didn't I?
You sure did.
Close.
Yeah, not really, but okay.
I meant close as in the almost first game through. I almost made it.
No, you did it earlier today. I
did.
didn't correct it.
Really?
Yeah.
You should correct me.
No, I wanted to build your confidence.
Nah, bring me down. Bring me down. And looks like Oktaha will empty the bench. Addie Fote will check in for her first minutes of the night. Morgan Newman as well. Gracie Watson. Elena Wyatt. And Jaylee Burris has checked in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and also number 25, Aubrey Hartman, will also enter the ball game for the Quinton Savages. I don't like that play call.
Why, because they said sooner?
Maybe.
40 seconds. It's been the longest 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, some fouls still going. These girls still trying to play competitive basketball until the final second ticks off this clock.
First foul on Newman.
Good offensive rebound by Miller.
Kate thought about a long-range 3. And all Oktaha has to do is dribble out the clock. But they'll take a 3 in the corner.
And
Here comes Kate. Kate driving and is fouled. I'd rather her pull up from 30 at this point.
I would agree.
I regret to inform you that West Virginia is up 11-9.
Thanks.
Over your Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Thanks for putting a rain on my parade.
That will end our first game today, 49-33. The Oktaha Tigers prevail over the Quinton Savages. Great games from Carly Fuel, Riley Walters, and Gracie Penley, all scoring in double figures. And just a totally dominant performance by the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell from whistle to whistle, bell to bell, they wore this Quinton team out, especially offensively. You can see those shots over there by Fuel. You see Walters going up strong in the post, making it look easy. And then right here, a three-pointer to try to keep this Quinton team in the game by number 12 for the Savages, and that's Hartman. And Fuel, she did it all night for this Oktaha team. An impressive victory by them. You can see Kate putting up a couple of threes of her own.
She was fun to watch.
She was fun to watch, very active defensively.
And that's a rainbow three. You don't really see those too often.
You see another one right here that's dribbled, kick out from Williams to Monroe. She was very active in the second half. See another look at it. Great form as she makes that shot right here. Pendley, she was the scorer in the second half for this Oktaha team. And the final score, 49-33, as both of these teams receive their medals.
Well, so that'll do it for our first game. We'll take a short break, be back with our second game. Small men's bracket, McCurtain taking on Oktaha boys. So again, for the final time, 49-33, final score, Oktaha Tigers beating the Quinton Savages. We'll be back in a little bit here on Bravado Wireless.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.